Okay, we are now in chapter 10 for payroll remittances. So for this chapters, we should understand that the concept of pay employee withholdings to the correct third parties. The CRA agencies, revenue payback, or workers' compensation board, provincial minister of finance, court, insurance providers, pension fund administrators. There are different third parties. We need to understand that the employees need withholdings, and then we should especially understand the timing of payments to the Canada revenue agencies. And we also explain the process of remitting workers' compensation premium, also for employer health taxes. So I just want to quickly focus on the timing because it's basic, more complicated, or like more information on that. So for the remitter types and payment frequencies for the CRA, there are quarterly, monthly, accelerated 1, accelerated 2. So for the frequencies, for quarterly remitter types, the CRA required regular remitters as quarterly. If a quarterly is 15th day of the month following the calendar year quarterly during which employee are paid. So for monthly, it's just like a 15th day of month following the month during which employees are paid. And for accelerated threshold 1, there are 2 times a month. Accelerated 2, 4 times a month. So there are different remitter type and payment frequencies. If you want to read the detail, you could go page 111, 112. So it will show you, for example, for accelerated threshold 2, the payment will be 4 times a month. So employee payment from the 1st to 7th days of the month, or 8th to 14th days of the month, 15th to 21st days of the month, 22nd to the last day of the month. Okay. Now we move on to, for example, the Ontario Worker Safety Board. If what's the frequency of payment required on the annual insurable earnings? So if the total insurable earnings less than 20,000 annually by April 23rd, by April 30th, or if that's a due date by April 30th, okay? So if greater than $20,000 but less than $300,000, then it's required paid by quarterly by the end of the month following the quarter. If greater than $300,000, the monthly by the end of the following month. So that's for Ontario Worker Safety Board. There are also employer health tax. For example, for Manitoba, if annual payroll is in excess of $1.25 million, then it required paid by monthly by the 15th of the month following, otherwise it's annually. See, if it's more than $1.25 million, so you should pay the employer health taxes annually. Newfoundland and Labrador, monthly by the 20th of the month following. If it's Ontario, if the annual payroll is in excess of $600,000, then you require by monthly by the 15th of the month following, otherwise it's annually by March the 15th. So this is basically are those dates. You need to remember it as for your questions to understanding. Thanks for watching.